I'm like Mello when I shoot, I don't miss. Yeah, they better check my stats, call me Chris. Yeah, I ain't fly, but I'm known to whip that trick. Yeah, real quick, dog, let me talk my ish. 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 Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed, call me Gresh.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the Gresh Unleashed podcast. This is another installment of Talking Ish with yours truly, Joshua Gresham. Joining me is a man who has been pretty much the talk of social media, wrestling Twitter, if you will. He is one of the funniest guys you will ever have the opportunity to chop it up with because he keeps it real no matter what. He is the echelon of advocating for CBD everywhere. He is none other than Sloan, representing the Suzio podcast. What's up with you, bro?
You know, it's great. Great to be alive. Ain't much going on today. Just eating and drinking.
Hey man, that's the best kind. Like that's literally what I just did. I had American Deli 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I ate ribs for like 4 days in a row, and I was happy about it all every time I had it.
Hey man, like, ribs. Like, how do you cook your ribs, man? Like, how do you? That's what we're about to start off this
All right,
conversation. Like, how you
if we
cook your
come on with
ribs?
barbecue, it's my ribs are mustard based. I put a mustard base on to bind the seasoning, and then it's I like cinnamon on my ribs.
Cinnamon. I never had that.
Yeah, so coated with cinnamon and your regular pepper, salt. I ain't gonna get into all my
I
seasonings.
say, let me write that shit.
I ain't gonna get into all of them, but I like to smoke my ribs offset of heat. So I got a double-sided grill. So I put ribs on one side, no heat, and then drag the smoke across it for about 4 hours. Then I'll wrap them for 2, and then
That sounds like something I would do too. Like whenever me and my dukes used to grill, like she would grill, like she was a griller, like she loved that shit. Like she pretty much put a hole in the grill out there. That's how much she cooked that shit out there.
Right.
Like I think we got our grill at I think it was either Sam's Club or Walmart. And it was one of those high paid grills. And if I go out there now, that shit got like 3 holes in it because she grilled that much. I feel like it was every weekend her ass was just grilling.
Yeah,
But
it's the easiest way to eat without drawing heat in your house and running up your electricity bill.
Because the way we used to do it was we boil the ribs first to kind of thaw it out a little bit, and then we will wrap it, and then we'll let it sit on the grill to like kind of moisture a little bit more, and then we'll take the foil off and then let the charcoal taste get on it before we add the barbecue sauce. Pretty good. And she seasoned the hell out of it. Like one time we put some Slap Your Mama on there.
Oh, the barbecue. Oh, yeah. I know.
On the season, just to test it out. I'm like, bro, this is the best shit I've ever had. So we're gonna do that more. So whenever I get around to grill some more, I'm gonna definitely do that. How long you been a wrestling fan though? Because we found each other through wrestling Twitter. Surprisingly.
I want to say for about 36 years.
Oh, so before I was even born.
Yeah, man. My grandfather introduced me to wrestling. My great grandfather introduced me to wrestling. I had broke my hand, and actually my cousin's mother accidentally slammed my hand in the car door. And I was in Greenwood, Mississippi, and it was one of those big Lincolns. And I was leaning my head in to talk to my grandma, and my cousin's mom didn't see my hand, and she closed the door, and it almost broke my hand. But me and my grandfather, he shot me back to the house. My grandmother, who was a nurse, she looked at it. She was like, it's not broken. So at that time, Mid-South Wrestling was popular, or I think it was NWA. I can't remember. But he set me in his lap. And you know how all black families got that big wooden bowl for no reason?
No reason.
You just
we
don't
still
know
got
why.
it.
I got one downstairs. He had me put my hand in it, and I'm sitting in his lap, and Big Goldie is coming across TV, and Ric Flair is on TV. And my grandfather said, that's the dirtiest motherfucker in the game. And I've been hooked since then.
Yes, sir. And he lived that gimmick.
Yeah. Right.
But nah, man.
What got you into wrestling?
Honestly, it was like 1999. So I was what? 4,
Sweet
5.
Jesus.
I was
Sweet
4 or
Jesus.
5 watching it with my older brother. My uncle, my great grandmother was into it, and she got my uncle into it,
Mm,
and my older adopted brother slash cousin, because my mom adopted them, adopted him and his sister. He was watching SmackDown because it was on UPN. Like we didn't have Raw access to Raw, so we was always watching. So he was always watching SmackDown. WWF SmackDown was like 1999, so I believe it was The Rock and battling Triple H around that time. The Rock,
right.
I think Stone Cold, he was on his way. Oh, he was out because he got. I think that was around the time he got ran over by a car. So so he was. So I was. I think they put it on, and my mom didn't know I wanted out there because she didn't really want me to watch that type of stuff. So I watch. So I'm sitting there listening to. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? And I'm like, and it's like at that age I like food. So I'm hearing cooking. So I'm like, wait, who's cooking? So I'm wandering out there and I'm seeing them fighting and brawling over the place. And I'm like, yo, this is good. Obviously, I got in trouble because my mom was like, what your ass doing out here?
Right.
So out of that, like every time they would watch SmackDown, I would kind of sneak out there and kind of peek my head in. So I was watching it for a good minute till like maybe 2001, because that's when they stopped watching it. And then 2006, I believe, the beginning of 2006, 2007, the beginning of 2006, I stumbled across it at my cousin's house again. And I think it was around the time they were showing highlights of John Cena and Batista teaming up to face Fit Finley and Booker T, or King Booker. And I was like, who is King Booker? So Booker T got me back into wrestling because he was so goofy with that King Booker gimmick. And then I saw Batista doing the pyro, and I'm like, yo, this shit is lit.
Right.
So I'm watching it. So I've been hooked ever since. So I've been watching. Technically watching it since 1999, but really watching it since like 2006. So I feel like I missed Eddie Guerrero. Like I literally missed him because
Yeah, by a
99.
little bit.
Because 99, I think I stopped watching. I think I didn't really peep him as much in 2000, 2001, because I believe he got injured right out of the gate in 2000. So he was pretty much gone. I was pretty much catching highlights as more so than watching the actual product, like my older brother and my uncle. But I really started watching it in 2006 and 7. So I'm watching. It's like I feel like the first DVD. I think the first DVD I watched was Unforgiven 2006. That was John Cena and Edge and TLC. So that was like the first DVD I watched, and I just kept watching to the point where I became a nerd with it. So I've been hooked with it ever since. And it's funny. My first live event I actually documented on the show was my first ever like live wrestling show was Dynamite, where Cody set himself on fire.
I just went to Dynamite in New
What you
Orleans.
think about it?
Yeah. It was a show. It was a show. Warlow got hurt, and where I was sitting at, I could see exactly when it happened. On a power bomb attempt, and he stumbled back, and his knee buckled, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he hurt." And he kept flexing it, and I was like, "Oh, every time he keep flexing it," and he slammed his hand. I don't know if it had cut away for TV commercials, but he slammed his hands on the stairs, and he was pissed. I was like, "Oh yeah, he really hurt." So like the next morning, my wife was on the flight to Charlotte. He was on her flight, and he sat behind her in first class. And she was like, "Do you know him?" She was sending me pictures, like taking like selfies of herself, but through the seat is Wardlow. She was like, is he a wrestler? I was at first she was texting me, and she was like, "This big dude, big white guy is on my plane, and he's talking about he hurt his knee." I was like, "Big handsome motherfucker with muscles?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Wardlow." She was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Take a picture just to make sure." And she was like, she took the picture, sent it to me on Snapchat. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's him." I was like, "Tell him I said what up." And he was so nice to her and stuff when she talked to him. But I can't get behind Jericho being on TV every week.
Nah.
It's kind of nasty.
It's
and if you listen to that match, you can hear somebody in the background screaming, "Boy, fuck you." That's me.
That was you?
That's me the whole time, because I'm sitting behind the boom camera. So the camera that's on the jig, so you can hear me saying it.
Yeah, because it was quiet. Like
Super quiet.
it was like it was they had moments where it was picking up because I actually watched it. I saw online where people was like clicking away, but I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why is this match happening?
And it was long.
That's what I'm saying. That was my problem too. I was like, bro, that match they had no reason going that damn long.
I'm like, Jericho out there looking like a out of shape granddad, balding at the top of his head. Me and the dude behind me screaming NDA. Like, I'm surprised they didn't throw us out. It wasn't only but like 2,200 people there.
That's probably why.
And that was the thing. AEW, I don't know if it's because they running it right behind a Raw, and that might have affected they ticket sales because a week prior to that, Raw was here.
Yeah.
So, and Raw tickets are expensive, and
That
it don't matter how much.
That could be it, because that's the same thing. That's the same problem TNA ran into. Because remember, at one point TNA was running a pay-per-view right after WWE did their pay-per-view. As far as like, so they was wondering why their buy rates was so low. I'm like, you're running a $30 to $40 pay-per-view right after we had to pay $50 for WWE.
I've never paid for a pay-per-view.
Oh, I know. Me either. But I'm just saying, I always got it free. I know people. So it's like I always got it free. So in some way, shape, or form. So,
and that's the crazy thing, because I'm like, TNA can't feel where where AEW was, because AEW wasn't where WWE was. WWE was in the Smoothie King Center. AEW was in the UNO Lakefront Arena, which is a 10,000 seat arena, but they only did maybe 2,000 seats.
Yeah,
I don't know where TNA is going to be. And then MLW is talking about they're coming down too. So TNA will be here in February. I'm like, MLW is coming after that. I'm like, where are y'all going to run y'all shows?
And it's not even just about where y'all running the shows. Wrestling right now, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's
after
interesting.
The strike.
Yeah, it's like after the strike is interesting, but it's not like moving me to go buy a ticket.
It's not for us though. We're
not the target demographic no more.
I said this before they announced the strike. I said wrestling is coming back, and everybody's gonna start coming back to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's slowly but surely happening. It's people calling me that haven't watched wrestling in decades, bro.
Same.
Who is this Cody Rhodes dude, and why does everybody like him? And then I got to explain that. And then my mama called me. She said, "Baby, who is the girl with the drink?" I said, "Who?" Bananka. I said, Bianca Belair. She was like, "Yeah." Mind you, my mom is almost 70 years old.
Bananka. And
she's like, "Yeah, with the long braid, baby. I like her. When y'all friends?" I said, "Not yet, Mom. Not yet." Because she think I'm friends with everybody because she know I'm in wrestling or wrestling media. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, yeah." And when you meet Roman Reigns, I said, "Stand in line." I already know. Thanks, mother.
Same thing with my uncle. Like my uncle, now that seeing this, he knows I'm involved, like and I be having wrestlers on the show on and off. He'd be like, "Yo, so do you know this person, this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know of them, and I'm pretty sure they've seen my name cross their timeline a few times, but we're not buddies like that. Come on."
I act like everybody don't know me. Mm-hmm. I would be surprised when somebody be like, "Yeah, I know you." Oh, wait a minute, dog. How?
Like, for real?
For real? And then my mom, not my mom, my brother, he was like, "Don't be surprised when people know you. This is what you wanted." I was like, "You got a point there." It comes with the territory, I guess.
And honestly, it's like, I think the reason why a lot of wrestlers are comfortable around me too is because I don't fanboy.
Right. And I smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah. So it's like I come correct. And if you don't mess with me, you don't mess with me. But it's like at the end of the day, I'm not out here trying to chase you or trying to be a super fan like most people.
I don't want you to get the idea that I am trying to be one. It's like, I just want to be cool with niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all in New Orleans? Pull up.
Facts.
Y'all pull up to the crib, come through. I throw something on the grill or some shit. Like, come chill. I want them to know, like, we cool. You got a safe zone here.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel like, damn, I can't be at the hotel, motherfuckers up in the hotel. Yeah, you got a homie here that don't nobody know where he live at. And then if they do know where he live at, they know he got dogs and guns. So you not just gonna walk up on his crib.
Facts.
So it is what it is. And you get some guys that do hit me up and be like, let's go grab something to eat. Cool.
Yeah.
I've already bought my ticket, so I'm gonna be at the show.
Mm-hmm. And that's where and that's where a lot of people be trying to like throw in your face. They'd be like, "Oh, so what you have to do to get your ticket?" I'm like, "Oh, I bought my ticket.
Right.
I'm just here. I just so happen to this person actually finds me cool to hang around and find me funny. So they be like, "Hey, you want to go to Waffle House? Because if you're in Atlanta, you already know if it's 2 a.m., our
So we
go
going
to
to
is
Waffle
Waffle
House.
House." We're going to Waffle House. Like that's not a. They thought that was like a joke. I'm like, no, dead ass. We go
Oh,
to
that's
Waffle
dead
House.
ass. My brother live in what is it? Powder Spring. So
Yeah, I'm always out there.
I've been coming to Atlanta since my auntie living in what's that? Off Lake Lanier. She got a house right off the lake, and she had a condo right across from the Coca-Cola plant. So I've been coming to Atlanta since the 90s, and that's always what it's been. I love Atlanta. I just can't. I don't like Atlanta now.
I just had this conversation with my brother Henny when I was with him. Was it last week? So when I got my tattoo, I was with him and we was having that conversation. I was like, bro, these new Atlanta niggas are soft and stupid.
See, I haven't been in Atlanta like that in about 10, 15 years.
I'm as someone who's been here all his life, excluding the few times that I lived in Dallas and Florida, or was it which part of Florida? Orlando. Then yeah, it's not the same from 10 years ago. They are worse.
Like 10 years ago, Atlanta, I didn't like going to Atlanta because it was fake Hollywood. Like,
it's worse.
Everybody thought they was somebody or thought they was plugged here, and I was like, no, dog, this just sound like this sound too good to be true.
Atlanta 15 years ago was solid. Atlanta 10 years ago was when was where I blame Tyler Perry for this. Was where Atlanta got too big for his britches, and Atlanta now it's like everybody wants to be woke as far as like they always have an opinion but still be sensitive about the littlest things. That is like, is it really that deep, or are you just mad for likes?
That's just the world, though.
They are worse. Like the stupid stuff that you be seeing on tour, they be like, "Oh, you from Atlanta?" They literally think that shit, and that's a problem.
I experience Atlanta a little different than most people because if I'm going to Atlanta, I'm going to restaurants that's either owned by my homies or somebody I know is the manager or something like that. Like my boy owned Prime on Peachtree and Prime Cigar. They right next to each other.
I know what that is.
He owned that and the Boiler Room Atlanta seafood.
Oh, dope! I think I ate there once.
Fire. Every
Fire.
time I come to Atlanta, I'm going to Boiler Room if I can get in. But I text my man like, "Hey, yo, I'm in town. What's up?" And I don't want no special treatment. Just get me a table.
Right.
That's all I care about. I don't want no discount. I just want to support my homie and go home. And then I can brag to people back in our hometown and be like, yeah, the homie on. He doing his thing. He doing everything he said he was going to do when he left this rinky-dink ass town.
Tell me about New Orleans, because
I'm not from New Orleans. I'm from Illinois.
Not in New Orleans. I mean, you're in Illinois. Like, tell me about like growing up where you from. Because the reason why I say that because the last time I was in Illinois, as far as like living, like not living, like being through there, I was like 5.
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
West Side to be exact. But I grew up in this smaller town 2 hours south called Champaign, Illinois. University of Illinois is there. And actually that's where Tony Khan people, they own a plant down there called Flexingate. And that's how I know the Khans. Because it's a small town. It's less than 100,000 people. Well, when I was growing up, it was less than 100,000 people. Everybody knew everybody. Yes, he was always like the way he is because we're the same age. And like I've met him once and we've been in the same crowd a few times, but he's quirky and everybody says he's on coke and I run with the joke, but that's just him. That's just him. He's just awkward. He's just a rich kid, socially awkward with a lot of money.
Yeah. I just run with the joke too, but in reality, I'm like, ain't no way this man is on drugs and running multiple entities. He may drink a lot of energy drinks.
He might be on drugs.
He might be, but I'm talking about like he's probably not on that hardcore stuff where he can't function.
He might be, but it's all about moderation.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate. You like, man, fuck that.
I've never seen him do it.
Right.
That's one thing I can say. I've never seen him.
That's what I'm saying. He gives off like the reason why I say he gives off mad energy drink drives because I'm drinking one right now because I'm sleep deprived at the moment. So it's like when he does his announcements and he just be staring, I'm like, bro, that is energy drink eyes I've ever seen one. Because when I was 16, 17, I worked at Walmart for like a year. And we had this one coworker. I couldn't.
I worked in TLE, so it was easy.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say yeah, because I was a stalker, so that shit was brutal. That shit was brutal. I'm surprised I made a year.
That 2:00 zone. They pull you from everywhere. Hey, we need everybody. It's 2:00. Come zone the whole. Come zone grocery. What?
I hated that shit. I hated zoning.
They come out. They used to come all the way across the store to TLE to come get us, and I'd be like, "We got cars, bro. We're not gonna leave. No, you have to come. Everybody has to do it. Does my pay go up?" And I used to yell at them about that. I was like, you can easily drag us off of what we're doing over here when y'all need help, but you can't drag nobody off the floor and bring them in the shop when we need help. So stop coming and getting us. And it was like, well, you got a point. I was like, bye.
All right, bye. Because my when I was there, they added luggage pickup to where you had to go get the buggies or the carts.
Oh man, that was the best part.
Now I'm talking about like on top of making sure we get our shit done. So I'm like, you're adding to my workload, and my pay is not increasing.
That's when I got to be a real flirt. The camera couldn't hear me. I'll be out there flirting the whole time with somebody trying to pull up on the sugar mama.
That was me. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was me because around the time I cut my hair to where I was bald. They love rubbing on my head.
Tell me about it.
Well, being bald, I don't miss it because it was cold all the time out here. So my head was a little chilly. But as far as like getting them rubs, yeah. But nah, it's like I was there for a year, so it was I forgot my train of thought. Fuck. But nah, it's like when I had one coworker that was stuck, that was like stock up off of Monster, and there was another energy drink. Oh, Red Bull. So he mixed Monster and Red Bull. So his eyes, every time he walked through the store, his eyes was like, yo, what's up, Joshua? How's it going? Like,
that's crack and heroin mixed.
That's what I'm like. Wow. How are you functioning right here, boy?
Man, how is your liver?
Yeah. So whenever I see somebody with those nervous eyes, I'd be like, are you on energy drink right now? So whenever I see Tony Khan with him making those announcements where he just be like,
just staring at you,
just staring at the camera, I'm like, bro, are you okay? Blink.
But you think he's just staring at the camera until you go to a live show and you realize he's staring at 5,000 people.
Yeah.
So if
he nervous as shit,
right? You're not the most socially capable person, and he probably gets like anxiety being in front of large crowds, and that's 5,000 people. I don't care who you are. 5,000 people is still 5,000 people.
Or in Wembley's, when they sold out the stadium at Wembley,
I pissed my pants, dog.
See, it's like when I grew up in church, it kind of taught me how to be in front of, because I was at a mega church for a while, so it kind of taught me how to be in front of tens of thousands of people. So I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to talk in front of them, because I think one time I had to come up with a sermon, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say? So I get it. Like that's why I run with the joke, but at the same time, I'm not finna just badger it into the ground. Because one thing, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. Me and you gonna just gonna pull back the curtains with wrestling Twitter. Like, what is your most annoyed trait with wrestling Twitter? Tribalism.
Just
elaborate, my boy. Go to town on these niggas.
Some of these cats aren't old enough to remember when it was two companies, and you didn't have the capability to watch them both at the same time. Like during the Monday Night Wars, you either watched WCW or WWE. It was no watching both. Or if you had cable like we had, we'd watch one in the living room and record it in the bedroom. So if we want to watch Raw that night, we'll watch Raw, record Nitro, and then watch Nitro Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't no other wrestling after that until TNA came along. Because Ring of Honor wasn't really popping like that because it was coming on at no 30 in the morning on a Friday night. And the only way you saw that was if you was at the bar. And the bar is just playing stuff on TV in the background while playing music. Now you have so much wrestling every night, you can turn down watching wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got Raw Monday, NXT Tuesday, Wednesday AEW, Thursday. I have no clue what comes on Thursday because I don't even watch wrestling on Thursday. Friday is SmackDown and AEW. Saturday is AEW. PLEs are Saturdays. Unless you TNA, you run yours on Fridays, which is smart.
Yeah, that's more so on like a on demand thing. So it's like you don't even have to watch it live. It's on TNA Plus.
And that's the beautiful thing about it. Everybody's like, oh, viewership is down. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's really not.
You're getting more people to watch wrestling. It's just nobody's watching it on TV. Everybody's watching it. We digest media differently. And you can tell by age groups. Like older people watch cable. People my age are using their YouTube TV. And I don't think a lot of YouTube TV views count towards the rating.
No.
And then you have younger people like you who are watching it on YouTube or TikTok in their clips.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. Everything's it's the same media, just being absorbed different. And you can't pull the numbers accurately.
You know what else also annoys me too is when they bring up ticket price and ticket sales like they're lining their pockets. I'm like, bro, why is this always a conversation of that? Like, you know how many times I tweet? Like, I don't even, you know how I used to tweet over the summer. I changed it up, but now because I got more eyes on me, and that's smart business. But bruh, how many times I had to ignore people always saying, well, the ratings don't match the ticket sales. The ticket sales don't match this. And I'm like, nigga.
One time CM Punk came on TV and 200,000 people turned it off. I don't care. I still watched.
Did you enjoy?
I was there.
You be like, did you enjoy the product? Like, did you enjoy the match? No. Why are we having this conversation?
Okay, why didn't you enjoy just tell me why you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, that'd be my immediate question. And then they don't ever give me. So it's like I'm at that point now where I'm just like, all right, bro, you got it.
I just block people and keep moving.
Yeah, because I'm like, you got it. Because I already know, especially if you're hiding behind a profile picture that is not your picture. I already know for a fact that this argument is not going to be constructive. So let's just block and keep it moving.
I just be like, you got it, champ. You got it. Some dude argued with me for like 3 hours that Brock Purdy was an elite quarterback. And I just was like, dog, you got it. For like the last hour and a half, you've been talking to no one.
But yourself.
Like, dog.
Don't you love it when don't you love it when they say something and then they add to the tweet and then add to the tweet? So it's like you're in my notifications talking to yourself.
I sometimes when I argue with people about sports on Twitter, I understand what it's like to be a bad bitch and have niggas in your inbox talking to themselves. I'm not finna, dog. I'm finna put my phone down and go play PlayStation. Move.
Like, yeah.
Look, I have companies to endorse. Dr. Dabber.
Ding.
Luke Belair champagne.
Ding.
Shout out to Jail Blasters. Sushio Sports just got Jail Blasters as a sponsor. So I got other stuff to do, dog. Like I'm trying to
exactly. I've increased my business. Like as far as like I'm literally a man of one. Like I've expanded my business, so that's why you don't really see me getting involved in a lot of like you be inviting me to spaces sometimes, and I'd be like, damn, I would join, but shit, I'm in the middle of another show and another show, and like I literally just finished a show yesterday, and I'm finna get ready to go to one on Sunday all the way until next Sunday. So I'm like, dog, I don't have time to go back and forth with you on Twitter about wrestling that it does not pay me. Like I like the theme song that is behind this podcast says I make money on my own dime. That's a shoot. Like I literally invest into my brand. I make money to pay bills, but I also make money to invest in my brand. So I'm not finna spend time on Twitter going back with someone who's hiding behind Mercedes Moné Avi about why why Sasha Banks should return to WWE, or why Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné should not go to AEW. I don't care. As long as it's like, I don't go back and forth about these people's contract, because newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, if the money is there, they're going to go wherever it is. It doesn't matter if it's AEW, WWE, TNA, MLW, NWA. It doesn't matter. If the check clears, they will show up. And if you support the wrestler, you will watch it. Because let's just keep it a buck. Y'all don't really want Mercedes in AEW because you don't want to watch AEW. It's okay to admit. Just tell the truth.
As my boy Ron would say, if the Cash App don't ding, I don't get in the ring. If you're not gonna pay me, I'm not gonna talk. It's no point in me going back and forth with you.
That's why I tell people, it's like, bro, if you want to get your shit off, start a podcast and actually make money. At least you'll be making money for talking shit. That's why I can always. It's like I have a small respect for people who literally talk shit on their YouTube, and then they show the bottom dollar, and I'm like, okay, continue to do what you do, because people are going to watch, whether it's negative or positive. That's the small respect that I have. And it's like, the reason why I tell people all the time, I'm like, you know what, I'm not finna go back and forth with y'all online, because I'm like, there's money into this podcast, there's money on my YouTube channel. That's why I started the whole what if things on YouTube, because it's like, okay, instead of me giving my hypotheticals on Twitter, how about I just put the time and effort into a YouTube video and make that money back? Because at the end of the day, I'm making money.
Or wear your own merch,
which you can cop right now. Eat, sleep, flex, repeat.
Oh, well, you can't get this Sucio Boys podcast hoodie. This is for cast members only. But we are working on merchandise right now. Speaking of that, do you have your Wale Mania outfit ready?
Shit, man, I'm finalizing that this week.
I thought I was the only one that's got it done.
Nah, it's like I'm trying to determine, because when I was doing laundry, I've noticed I wear a lot of black. So I can tell you this right now, my Wale Mania outfit's gonna be black.
All black.
All black. Like, literally, when I was doing laundry, literally today, I literally put more black in it than I put like red, yellow, and all these other. I'm like, God damn, all I would do is wear is black.
Yeah, but
I wear black. Like, black is my color, I guess.
It is. You just don't care about it if it get dark. Like, you could just be like, all right, cool.
Like, it's all good. Unless it's ketchup, because ketchup has a tendency of showing even on black. You can, like, if you got the eye for it, you be like, yeah, that's ketchup. And then
you like this, you can bleach it and do all creative things like that. But you know, I sent my shirt to my brother-in-law. Shout out to Creative Custom Goods, or is it Custom Creative? I don't know, one of them. Because I just DM him stuff that I think about, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I could do that, no problem." So I'll tell you about it off here, because I'm gonna be mad if somebody got it all.
No, it's a few designs I got that are in the bank right now that I'm still waiting to kind of, like, I guess, feel if I want to go release it or whatever. But it's tied into the whole slogan.
Yeah. So, this is just on some troll shit. I'm coming to have fun that weekend.
Oh, for sure. Like, I told my boy Highlight Dwayne, I was like, bro, if we do go to Mania, I just want to go to Philly. I'm like, if we do go, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if we do go to Mania, it'll be on some, like, just to knock it off the bucket list. But if we don't go, that's always next year. But I just want to go to Philly.
Oh, you ain't been to a Mania?
Nah.
Oh,
that's why I keep pushing for them to come back to Atlanta, so I can just go down the street.
If I go, this will be my third one.
Yeah, it's like so far I've only been to SummerSlam.
I haven't been to any other PLEs, but I go to all the Raws and SmackDowns when they come to town. But I haven't been.
I meant to go to SmackDown. They literally just came. Well, Roman was there. Atlanta acknowledged me. I was meant to go, but I just forgot to buy my ticket. So
when Raw was in New Orleans last week, I didn't go because my flight didn't get back from Costa Rica until 10:30. I was like, oh yeah, well, the show's over.
That's right.
My wife was like, well, maybe you'll bump into somebody on the way in the airport on the way out. I was like, babe, our flight is the last flight in or out. Because New Orleans shut that airport down at 11. Yeah. The latest you can get in is probably 11:30. But after that, all right, see y'all at 6. First flight out is at 6, guys. So
See
we'll
you.
see you then, unless you sleep in here. But the rest of the staff is gone. The security, it might be one security guard at the front, and that's it. They shut down.
Yeah. Once we Mania week because I want to go out there like at least like Thursday.
Oh, I get there Wednesday.
Or that's what I'm saying, like Wednesday, Thursday, kind of like see what's going. Because that's what I did for SummerSlam in Detroit. I got there that Wednesday because I was already that Sunday through Tuesday. I was already in North Carolina for a show, and I was just like, okay, I'll just fly back to Atlanta to reset my bag, and then just because I already paid for my ticket, so I'll just fly right out that Wednesday and then just relax because shit didn't really pop off until that Friday. So I was just like, that just gave me 2 days to just decompress, reset, pretty much chill, see the city. Because I believe that was the first time I've been to Detroit since 2012. So it was like I just walked around and just started and like just to see what I can get into. And that's what I'm gonna do in Philly because I believe I've been through Philly, but never like in Philly.
See,
so,
I got family in Philly.
My boy Dwayne got family there too, so it's like I already know it's gonna be a vibe, and I got some people. I got people out there who rock with me, so I already know I'm not finna go into. I ain't getting in no drama, so.
Oh no, my best friend. Shout out to Violator All Star DJ Super. He live out there, and the only thing I got to worry about is just getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to pay for a place to stay. I'm gonna go to all my favorite Philly spots to eat, and I'm hanging out with a DJ, so I'm going to clubs for free. Might end up at a Villanova game. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just love every time I come to Philly.
Yeah, I'm ready though, because I was in Tampa for Royal Rumble weekend. I just didn't want to buy no tickets.
And that's the thing. Like for me and my wife, we went to Mania in Tampa, and we felt we got robbed of an experience because it was the coming out of COVID WrestleMania, and they had the cardboard cutouts, and we was like, this is whack. And we was
talking about to fill out the stadium?
Yeah, so it was like I wasn't even sitting next to my wife. It was me, a cardboard dude to the left and the right, and then like a couple of seats down my wife. It was weird, Jack.
Nah,
it was just weird. And then we went to Dallas, which was fucking lit. Dallas was crazy. And the only reason we went to Dallas is because my other best friend lives in Dallas. So I just stayed at his house, and all I had to do was barbecue one day. Okay, cool. I can do that. I can watch my adorable niece for an hour or two while y'all sleep. Yeah, this is easy. I got y'all. Uncle Sloan is here. Move along. Go do something y'all want to do. Then I ended up going to his theater and busting his head in NBA 2K. Like he just didn't. It didn't go well for him that week. It didn't go well. But he got fed. He got a great meal. A couple of great meals.
At least your stomach. At least you left with with some food in your belly. That's all. That's all that matters.
Right.
A hurt ego and food in your belly.
And we drank. Drank.
That honestly, that was me watching Rumble week. Like and it's like I always encourage people to watch or consume sports and wrestling that way. Just kick it in with your people, get you some food, get you a drink if you do that, or get you some nice bud. In my case, on Tampa weekend, I had like the best of all three. So I was literally just chilling and vibing. So whatever I was saying on that weekend, I was just like, whatever, blame it on the weed.
Hey, look, that's why I tell people, if you see me, I'm always gonna have one of these on. I got two of them, and these are Dr. Dabber XS's. I'm always gonna plug what I'm paid to plug. And this one is by Khalifa Kush. This is the Wiz Khalifa model. Man, I take this everywhere with me. It come with a Le Man purse that change colors, and I'm cool with that. You see? You dig? It's fashionable. And if you see me, I got a merch full of drugs, and I'm just having a good time.
That's the with all the with sports, just in general, just have a good time. Like if you that type of person that's just want drama, I'm the wrong person. Because I'll stare into your soul to kind of give you the hint to leave.
I'm the right person.
You said what?
I'm the right person because depending on what type of drama you want, I'll give it to you. Hands, feet. You can get your ass whooped depending on what shoes I got on.
Oh yeah.
If I got on some nice Jordans, I'm really ain't finna argue with you.
I'm gonna let you meet
Stand to the
I'm gonna
side.
let you meet my second oldest brother. His name, his nickname is Dragon, but he's always rocking high top Air Force One.
I like his energy already.
So, were you online around Christmas where I posted the dancing dragon? Him, he was the one that was dancing in that video. So he was dancing in Air Force high tops.
His ankles was well supported.
Yep, and like so that
If you catch
weekend,
me in Adidas, I will beat your ass.
in my case, if you catch me in my what shoes? If you catch me in my black Nikes, it's a wrap.
Yeah, any Nikes outside of Jordans, you safe. I mean, any Jordans, you safe. Anything outside of Jordan, I will beat your ass in.
So put it this way: if I'm rocking my black Nikes, I'm
You
looking
came
for a
for
fist
violence.
fight.
You came
I'm
for
look.
violence.
Yeah, I came for violence. If I'm rocking my Nike sandals, I'm just gonna shoot you. Because
If I got my Jordans on, you're getting shot. You're getting shot.
So if I look like there's a hostile situation and I'm rocking the sandals and it's just casual, that lets you know I'm not here to fight you. I'm just here to just end you.
But just know, in these hoochie daddy shorts is a Glock 43 with some knuckleheads in the chamber.
What's your favorite gun? Because right now what's standing behind me, what's standing near me is my Glock, and I love me a shotty.
Right now it's my Glock 43 because it's just my little handheld, quick thing. I got a laser point on it, and it's a Batman. I switched out a lot of the stuff for Batman decals. So that was my first gun that I actually did all my modifications on myself. My favorite gun is actually my Smith & Wesson 9mm. I call her Edna because old bitches hold me down. And my Batman Glock 43 is Bubba, like Bubba Watson. Bubba Watson he used to drive the 43 car. So I don't know if he drives it still, but you know.
Man, it's like if I don't have my guns near me, just know I got the knife on me. Like my brother, he gifted me. So Christmas, you know how you give people clothes, gift cards, whatever. He was like, "Hey, bro, you got a check bag, right?" I was like, "Yeah." All right, here, Merry Christmas. Nigga gave me a nice little pocket knife that can flip into a forearm knife, but then I flip it right back into a pocket knife. I'm like, nigga, thank you, but like, damn. So it's like now. So I have one brother that is a knife specialist, even though he knows every technique in the world. So like that's why I always tell people, I'm like, yo, he is a bragging fighter. Like he loves to he'll talk shit with you. Like if he rock with you, he'll talk shit for you, but no, whoever is your ops ain't coming back. Because that man does not. He smile with it too, so you feel like you fighting the Joker.
I'm like that. Like as long as I'm talking to you, you cool. When I shut up, your life is in danger because I'm figuring out how I'm going to hurt you.
Oh, you sound like me too.
I'm as soon as I shut up, I'm like, all right, he leaning too close. I'm finna chop him in the throat, knee him in the stomach, elbow him in the face, and I'm going home. Or if he's done too much, I know if we got search to come in here. Oh, we ain't getting search. Oh, they got a wand. Finna tell them straight like I tell everybody anywhere I go, so I can get my metal pink. My Dr. Dabber has a little pen version of this that's solid metal. So I tell people I tuck it in my hip and be like, hey, yo, I got a plate in my hip. And they'll run the thing over there, and they can't see the actual the pen. So I would also tuck this pocket knife that's about that long around it, and I'm like, hey, it's all right here. You can't see it. So then they'd be like, oh, okay, come on in. Try me now. I'm finna gut you like a fish.
Yeah, because I ain't been fishing in a while. So speaking of it, yeah, I do need to go fishing. Like, what's your favorite sport outside of like what's your favorite side hobbies? Because mine is fishing and dance. There's two different. Those are two random combinations, but hey, it works for my mental. So,
smoking reefer.
Oh yeah, how can I forget smoking reefer?
Is my number one thing to do. Video games. Furthering this podcasting business, which is starting to further itself.
That's what's up.
and I'm a bowler.
I ain't bowling in a minute.
I might go tonight because my wife ain't here, and she ain't got her. She got nails, dog. She don't want to go,
I don't want to break her nails and all that.
she'll just throw the ball. I'm like, move. I'm serious about this.
Like, move, get out my face.
Like, and Top Golf. If
Oh,
it's Top Golf, I'm going.
Top Golf. Like, yeah, I've been there 3 times.
Except for Vegas. I'm never going to Top Golf in Vegas again.
What's the story there?
Dog, it's like $95 an hour. Yeah, dog, $95 an hour to go to Top Golf. They ate up all our love because we got a Top Golf account and we put like $200 in there and leave it in there until it run out. Because you can go to any Top Golf in America and your $200 is still there. And it'd be like $20, $30 an hour to go. Because we go on like Tuesday or Sunday when it's half off.
Right.
And like, yeah, that's cool. $95 an hour. Shit. I was like, hey, shorty, you want to go home? You want to go back to the room? It was $95 an hour. No, not for that. That's 3 games. That's 3 games at the one in Baton Rouge.
Man, 95.
Dog, I was like, no, sir.
$95.
It was beautiful though. It was beautiful because I see why it was $95.
Hell
You got
no.
like you got it's the strip is to your left. So at night it's just lit up. They got 3 big ass huge TVs out there. I don't even know how big they are at the back of the net. And then I think the spear is like over to the right. So it's in like a perfect location. I see why it's $95, but I ain't got it, dog. I got money, but I ain't got money to waste like that.
It's like a lot of people confuse like when you have money, that don't mean you out here trying to spend every goddamn like because I got money, but it's like because I paid my rent, I paid everything, and I'm still good, but I'm not good enough to where I'm gonna be like, all right, let me do a giveaway or some shit. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I like to keep my money in the bank. How do you think these rich people stay rich?
They have to give a certain amount away.
True, but still, they still stay rich because they don't be out here balling.
Look, a lot of the stuff I get, people would be like, dog, you always flying first class. And I was like, because I stay with the same company. I have loyalty points. So and I also have status. And my wife has ultimate status because she flies so much. We book the flights through her on her account. And I get her status because I'm with her. We'll get bumped to first class for no reason because first class is empty. And we're like 3 and 4 on the upgrade list. Because every airline you fly with that has a first class has an upgrade list depending on how many seats were sold in first class. Then it goes in priority rate. And my wife rarely is below 5 on in any list unless we go into like big cities like LA, New York. We get first class a lot. We used to get first class a lot to Miami because we was living in Florida. But they were like, how do y'all do that? And I was like, we build status. All the cars we rent through one company. We stay with one hotel brand. You build loyalty points. Then they give you free nights. Or they lock in your status to where you automatically get upgraded to better room. Like when my wife check in to hotels, it's like, welcome, Dr. Kettering, on the TV. They had the little notes in there with her name on it and stuff like that. I was like, they kiss your ass. To the point, my flight to Philly might be free because American just gave me a $200 credit because I had to cuss them out on some racist shit happened. Some shit that I thought was racist happened. And the lady agreed with me. She was like, just here's $200 credit anytime use. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh yeah, that's the one you tweeted about. You was like, some racist shit, right? Yeah.
Yep. American got right in my DM. What happened, sir? This is what happened. And somebody stole my motherfucking headphones. And somebody did steal my headphones, which I'm pissed about. And I got a complaint. I got a lost and found complaint going with them too. So look, like complain. If you feel like you was done wrong, complain. They will throw anything at you, not for you to shut up.
Exactly. Especially if you black. They were like, oh no, we don't need this publicity right now.
We do not need a Negro with 80,000 people on his social media to hear what he has to say about us. Because I will go live and play victim. Oh my God, I felt so threatened. Sir, you're 6'2", 300 pounds. I still felt threatened. God. Oh, you act like I can't be scared.
Just because I can whoop people's ass for free don't mean I'm not scared.
Oh, I was so terrified. That's why I was so angry. Your terror makes you weak. Mine makes me strong. I allow why they call me David Banner. I don't want the Hulk to come out. But that person accosted me, and I fear for my life.
I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
Right. They be looking at me and be like, nigga, shut up. Y'all get that on tape? Somebody got that?
Yeah, I got that.
Cool.
Bet. But
he was so truculent and abrasive before. Now he's meek and upset and mild mannered, and he speaks so softly. Before that nigga said he's the juggernaut, bitch.
He said, fuck y'all talking about.
Fuck y'all talking on Phonium grave. We don't even know who Foe is. Why would he put it on that kid's grave? Guy didn't do anything. He wasn't even there. It's just, they be wilding. I'll be wilding.
Oh, me too, because I be traveling so much. I be like, niggas be thinking, that's why I be laughing when people be like assuming that I live and breathe or they know my life or know what I do. I'm like, bro, I be sharing rooms with people y'all be fangirling over. So, and that's not even just wrestling. Like people, like I just started to the point where if I see it, I just say fuck it. I'm just gonna share it. If people catch me candidly in the middle of a show, like a couple weeks ago, I did a BET award show, and they kept catching me with like in action or working on something. I'm like, damn, y'all always catching me slipping. And people are like, bro, you worked at you met Kiana Lede? Yeah, and she's just another person. She's just talented as hell.
I don't even know who that is.
She's another singer. So that's what I'm saying. It's like she's one of the young. She's like I think she's borderline millennial Gen Z singer.
See, I don't even know what that when they get to putting millennial. I still think I'm a millennial. I don't know. I saw the millennium. I don't know how it works. I really don't know how it works.
I said millennial, not millennium.
I saw it. I remember Y2K. I was there. I'll be lost, dog.
Nah, I feel that too.
Once you get to a certain age, you don't give a shit no more. It's just like, bro, shut up. Is it gonna pay me? No, okay, cool.
Is my bills gonna get paid for me knowing this information?
I got an hour to waste. I can do this. I guess I can talk shit on the internet for the next hour. Sure, I can do that.
But yeah, it's like that's why I always be laughing when people try to like talk out their neck. That's why I don't even get offended no more. Because I'll be like, they don't know me. I don't know them. Usually, if they see me in person, they be nervous because the difference between me and them, I actually have my face online. So if you see me in public, you know it's me. Whereas if I see you in public, I won't even know who you are.
Do you get people saying, "Oh, if you wasn't online, I'd beat your ass"?
Oh, all the time.
And
all the time. I'm like,
I really be like, dog, you say this like we're not wrestling fans and we're going to end up in the same place.
That'd be my favorite too.
And I'll be like, I don't know what you look like, and you kind of know what I look like, but security would get us mixed up with you being you and me looking like one of the wrestlers we pay to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because security got us surely mixed up at Dynamite.
Oh, they thought you were a wrestler?
Lady stopped me. I was talking to two ladies in my section at the top. One lady was in a wheelchair, and we conversing for about 15 minutes. And security walks up, and she says, "It's nice of you to come talk to the fans while the show is going on." I said, "Ma'am, I'm a fan." She was like, "You're not a wrestler?" I was like, "No." She was like, "I was going to take you to the back." It'd be like, "Okay, you're lost. You must be lost. Come on, let's go." I was like, "No, I'm just a regular fan." Dog, at Wale Mania, it was a level that went from general admission, and you had to walk up these stairs to go to the private area.
Mm-hmm.
All of the security in the building either thought I was a wrestler or I was security for wrestlers. And the Wale Mania people thought I was security for the building. Because I happened to be sitting by, like, to get on stage, you had to go through this door and up some stairs. My big ass just happened to be sitting in a chair by the door. I'm not wearing I was wearing this hoodie. I wasn't wearing no security staff stuff. And every time somebody walked past me, they was like, "Can I go upstairs? Can I go in?" Nigga, I don't give a fuck. To the point, 2 hours in, security came and got the chair that I was sitting in because they was like, "Oh, he don't work for us and he don't work for them." Boom, they come take the chair. So I just go upstairs because the rest of the security thought I was a wrestler. I was like, my size pays at times.
I'm about to say, well, the current wrestlers nowadays, they slim as me. So shit.
And then when you go to stuff like Wale Mania and you're able to actually talk to wrestlers and like WWE and TNA and AEW guys, you see that they are really not that tall.
No, I've met a few of them, and I'm like, bro, we are the same height.
Y'all be lying on y'all height, because I was standing. All right, so it was me.
I stood next to Rey Mysterio one time, and he was like on Google. It was like he was like 5'8". I'm like, nigga, you are 5'5" at least.
It was me, Shane Taylor, Ricky Starks, and AJ Francis all standing there talking. And I'm a big dude. Ricky's a slim dude, but he's tall.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Shane the same height. Shane's just a little bigger, like muscular wise than me. And then AJ is 6. He's legit 6'5".
He's tall. Yeah.
We're standing there conversing, and you just think you big until Omos walks past you and blocks out the lights at the top of the club. Like, it got dark quick, and you just look up and you just like, oh my God, this man is 7'4".
Which I think he's a little taller.
I don't care. That man is huge. And you just like,
what the
why?
fuck?
If he was like, "What's up, guys?" and just look down at us like, and like move, it like shuffle through us like we were, like I do normal people. I felt what it's like to be
a little person,
normal. He was just like, yeah, and kept moving. I was like, God, and all of us was like you don't see it until it's right up on you, and you just like, damn.
Y'all was sitting there looking like, remember those games we used to play on at Walmart where you had to look up?
Yeah.
Y'all was like,
man. And I'm glad he kept going, because I wasn't gonna keep looking up talking to him the whole time, because my neck was gonna start
at the while I'm gonna be looking at your stomach, because I'm not gonna keep looking up.
I'm not gonna keep looking up. I'm like, hey bro, you want to take a seat so we can see eye to eye? Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, but you gonna sit down. I don't like you looking down on me.
I don't like you looking down on me like Mufasa did in Lion King,
bro. But he's just everybody I met was super nice,
and I feel like that. Like, a lot of wrestlers are nice unless you cross them.
And I think that's everybody. Dog.
That's everybody. Because I'm the same way too. Like, I'm nice to everybody until you cross me.
I had a 10-minute conversation with Rocky Romero and didn't know who the fuck he was.
Rocky looked like I'm related to him, low key. I ain't gonna lie to you. He looked like Rocky everyday Joe.
He looked like every drunk uncle at the
At the cookout?
At the cookout. But like, not the sloppy drunk uncle, the uncle that's drunk. You know he drunk, but he got it together.
Mm-hmm.
And like, to other people, you wouldn't know he was drunk, but you know he
got a little. He got a little. He was
just talking, and I was talking, and somebody walked up to me after he walked off, because he was like, hey, you know where we smoke at? Or where the smoking section is? I was like, yeah, upstairs, door to your left. You can go out on the patio. Somebody was like, you know, that was Rocky Romero. I said, who? I thought that was just some cool dude, some cool wrestling fan. It was like, no, we're from he be in New Japan. I was like, oh shit, man, you know. Because granted, I don't know a lot of people by face. Like, I've been on flights with female wrestlers, and didn't know who the hell they were.
Oh yeah, when it was flying out from Detroit, we call it early flight. We were sharing flights with AJ Styles, Austin Theory. Niggas was running them up, and I'm just like, all right. Like, I think I walked that. Like, I think my boy Dwayne, he walked past Austin Theory, and he was like, "What's up?" Like, they was like, "What's up?" and they just kept walking. So me and him have that understanding. Like, bro, at the end of the day, they some normal people, like everybody else. They just on TV more.
This is the thing. Like, I can't wait until I bump into one of them in like one of the private lounges in first class, or in because like American has their own private lounge, Capital One has their private lounge in Dallas. I want to bump into them, because like when you go in there, most of the drinks are free. Like the well drinks are free, and then you get food and stuff. I'm gonna walk right up to them and be like, "Hey dog, let me buy you a drink." And I want them to be like, it's free in here, right? I'm like, yeah, nigga. What's the difference?
We still paying for it in a way.
It costs $500 a year to be here.
Yeah, so I'm saying you still technically paying for it.
Buy you a drink, nigga. What you drinking?
What you drinking? Shit, let's have a conversation. Nah, man. But yeah, for sure. Like that's why I be telling people. It's like, and it's like I feel like a lot of people. That's why I don't really follow them. Like a lot of people just don't really have that experience because a lot of people are surprised when I tell them my longevity in entertainment. Like I've been doing entertainment in some way, shape, or form since I was 7 years old. I'm 29.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been dealing with celebrities. Like I'll come across your, like if you're in the gospel world, I came across your Kurt Franklin's, Fred Hammonds, Vicky Winans, Vicky Oe, CC Winans, all them people. And in the real world, I come across your Young Thugs, Lil Wayne's, Young
That's
Jock.
Atlanta.
Like yeah, like if it's in Atlanta, like literally, I just come across them and I've either dapped them up like if I'm on video or audio, they be like, okay, what's everybody now? I'm like, what's up? I'm Josh, and then they dap everybody up like, hey, make sure you got me sounding good, make sure you got me looking good, don't make me up there looking crazy. I got you. So it's like I come across, and then when it comes to so that's why I always. And it's like that's why I always tell people not to be braggadocious, but it's just like a lot of people in this space need wrestling.
Right.
I don't need wrestling. It's just something that I like to do.
I'm like, dog, this is my third career in entertainment. Like before I was doing music, I was DJing in college. Mm-hmm. So when I was DJing in college, whoever was coming through doing a concert, guess who's the DJ? This guy. So then once I stopped DJing, I started doing security when I came back home from school. And once you want the biggest name in the city, in our little town, you don't want a security guard that's always on go. You want somebody that's more respected than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna do this in here because of you. That's who I was in my town when I was doing security. So of course you want me doing all the shows. And if somebody come in, I've done security for Lil Wayne, Young Jock, Young Dro, Big Sean. They got me on, I threw a girl, I didn't throw her. I picked her up and walked her out the building because she wouldn't move. I'm trying to walk Big Sean somewhere and you standing there and we're asking you nicely and you're drunk. Man, you got to go. I get to where I'm trying to get Big Sean and I'm walking her in the air at the same time and hand her to another security guard to take her out the club, bust a left, me and Sean going somewhere else.
Wow.
They got me on World Star for folding a kid up during a MGK concert. He ran on stage and got hemmed real quick. I put him in the chicken wing. He was looking like one of those inflatable dudes. They got me on that time. And like, dog, this is my third career in entertainment. I bump into people that I knew from years ago from something different. And they like, bro, you still doing this?
Oh, I get that all the time.
Or they be like, oh, you finally made it to wrestling?
I get that all the time. Like,
it was like, we thought you would have been made it into that space. You just now doing it.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, I'm slow. I'm like, I be going at my own pace. Like, I don't really rush into it because I like to survey the land, make sure I ain't wasting my fucking time.
Facts.
Like, you don't want to come up in here and be like, yo, I'm rushing because I'm a fan of this, but then you end up getting blindsided because you got caught lacking. Right. I got caught lacking once in this space, never again. Fuck that.
The crazy thing is, my boy Seahawk Cam, he always say, "Bro, you next up," and I don't listen to him. And I'm like, "No, I ain't. It's not like that." He like,
no, you are.
He said, "You next up," and I'm like, "Nah." And then the professor say it, and I'm like,
You can add me to the list. You can add me to the list, my boy.
All these allergies.
You
out here bad today.
You can definitely add me to that list. You is next up, my boy. Like you have that presence about you to where it's like everybody want to share a room with you and have a conversation with you. So yeah,
I'm just an old man.
And
I'm an old young man.
I'm about to say you want an example. You want a wrestling example. Batista joined wrestling as an old man in the eyes of wrestling.
I look at Diamond Dallas Page a lot.
Diamond Dallas Page is another thing. Like he was, what was he like 35, 38 when he became? When he became a wrestler.
35 when he started training.
And then he didn't really probably pop off till he was 38.
I'm cool. I just want to be I want to do what Pat McAfee does.
Just get that check.
No, I'm talking about like what he does for college football.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the same shit for wrestling. You get what I'm
Ah,
saying? Like how he's on the ISSA, like during the SEC championship game, they have him
mhm.
simulcast. I want niggas to be simulcast during Mania, at Mania, reacting to Mania.
Yeah.
And WWE wants them there. I don't want to be specific to no company. I
Right.
want to be whatever field I'm in. Like we low key working with the PLL, Premier Lacrosse League, and we want to do the same thing over there. We want to bring black kids into that space from the hood to see that, like, dog, you ain't got to play football, you ain't got to play basketball. You can go to school and play lacrosse. You can go to school and lacrosse is a black sport. Show them black people that was in lacrosse. I've never played lacrosse. Never played it.
Me either.
But my little homie do. And my little homie got a podcast about it. Let me help. I don't know, but I can get you into places or get this sport into places because you can't walk into the hood with 19 white boys with sticks talking about we want to teach y'all a game.
Yeah.
You can't even walk in with like 4 or 5 black dudes that look black, but they aren't. They don't have, the only thing y'all share in common is being black because you didn't grow up here or you didn't grow up in this situation or you don't know how to fend for yourself in this situation. As where I grew up in this situation. I'm from here. I'm from the street. I can walk in and be something that these kids can look at and be like, oh, he like it. And it's not corny. It's a dude that look like me, sound like me, walk and talk like me, that like a sport that don't look like us at all. Let me check it out. And it's a good sport. Like once I started figuring out that it's like basketball on grass with an extra person, I said, oh, I got this. This is too easy. Once they told me that offense and defense switch side, like you can switch on transition from offense and you still got your defense on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is cold in a motherfucker. I want to be the nigga with the 6-foot stick that be knocking motherfuckers over on defense. Yeah, let me learn how to do that. Do you want to score? No. I came to inflict punishment. And you can do that. You can be the dude that just want to hit somebody as long as you hit them within the rules.
That's true.
And now we partnering up with certain people. There's a lot of stuff I can't talk about, but we partnering up with certain people. Dr. Dabber is my favorite company because they just give us so much because they know, dog, I posted a picture with the bag in Costa Rica with the beautiful backdrop and got 80,000 likes. 80,000 views on TikTok. On
IG?
Twitter.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. I didn't even put it on IG yet. It's like, dog, the companies trust you if you pull in numbers. If you can entertain an audience, and people don't know that
I
they
feel like
have
that's
money,
the main thing. It's like
and they have
you know how to
money set aside.
Right.
They
You
have
have to know how
money
to
set
entertain.
aside.
You have to know how to entertain an audience. Like a lot of people don't know that. They be like, "Oh, I can give you an item to sell, but if you're boring, then what's the point?" So
Or if you're not enthusiastic about it, or you don't use the product, you're not gonna be able to sell it.
Right.
I sold 4 of these. I sold 4 of these on one trip just because somebody saw the bag and was like, "What's the bag?" I was like, "Oh, it go to this. The only way you get this is if you get this." And they was like, "Man, yeah, I'm finna get one." My boy called me the other day. He said, "Man, mine will be here in 12 to 14 days." I use y'all code, or I went through it because you don't get a code with some companies. You get an actual affiliate site that they click your link and that money goes to you.
Mm-hmm.
A portion of that money goes to you. And I'm like, dog, these companies have money set aside that will sponsor you. They probably won't even listen to your fucking show. They won't.
Nah.
Guaranteed they won't.
Like,
but
wrestling?
they'll give you the stuff.
Yeah. They'll
give you the stuff.
As long as you make that bottom dollar.
Yes, you can have this for free if you're gonna do this on air, X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's how sponsorship work.
And people think, oh, you getting money from them. No. You got to learn this. I'm going to give y'all a master class real quick in sponsorship. Never ask for money. Because the first thing they're going to tell you is, we don't have the budget. And when they tell you, we don't have the budget, don't be defeated in that. Because they might not have the budget right then. And you tell them exactly this. I didn't want money right now. I want to build a relationship. Is there a way we can build a partnership to where we can do an exchange of goods for this? It's a bartering system, basically. This is who I am. This is what I do. These are the numbers I have. These are the people I reach monthly. This is the subscribers, X, Y, and Z. If they like it, they going to shake your hand and be like, cool. Shout out to Jail Blasters. You know what I'm saying? It's companies that's willing to give you money or a product Because they write it off. It's nothing to them. It's a write off. Actually, they need you to do it because they don't get taxed heavily in the end. They write that product off as loss.
Facts. I had to get quiet for that because I'm like, yo, man, y'all learn this because a lot of people, it's a lot of creators, young, old, that don't know this. So it's like it's good to know.
It's a
So
lot of creators that they create, but they aren't persistent. Every
true.
Monday I get up and send out 80, 90 emails asking companies to sponsor me or to be a part of something I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what I'm doing on my end. That's not what the team is doing. The other guys on the team are doing.
Right.
They reaching out to company to bring money in or bring deals in because it looks good for everyone. The whole crew is yelling jail blasters right now, and only one crew got it. But the team supports the team.
Right.
Now that encourages the next person to go out there and get it on the team. Or the next person, somebody's going, if you're not inspired to be on a team full of dogs, I can't have you on my team. I need 5 people. That's all I need is
Yes, sir.
5 people. Because I know you got 5 people that's going to support you. You know that right now, 10 people going to listen to this interview.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 of them going to be from me and 5 of them going to probably be from you. If you get no listens, you going to get 10. Because I got 5 that's going to listen regardless, just to support. And that's what you need.
Facts.
And it's this shit doesn't happen overnight.
And that's another thing that I don't do either. It's like I don't obsess over numbers. I stopped doing that in 2019. I just put it out for the love of the game. And then if it grows, I adapt with the growth.
Yep.
Like I don't sit here and be like, oh my God, I'm getting a lot of numbers now. Or I'm getting a lot of supporters. I get a lot of wrestlers that want to be on my show, this, that, and the third. What I'm going to do? I'm like, no, I'm just going to step back, adapt in a timely manner and go with it. And and that mindset has been a success thus far. Like some people have this mindset they want to get big by default. I have this mindset is like I want to evolve as I get big.
Organically. It's like a fat person losing weight.
I'm sorry, that's supposed to be
No, because if you lose weight too quickly, the skin is all flabby and your body didn't adjust. It was too shocking. But if you gradually lose weight, your body adapts to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And it fits you better. Some people, that's just how life is. Some people blow up and now your skin's saggy and your time is over. But as you gradually grow into fame or whatever responsibility you want in whatever field, it starts to fit you like a good suit. It's not rushed. And that's one thing these kids don't have is patience. They want it to happen right then and right there.
They want that Ice Spice overnight success. They want the numbers right away, but then they don't want to do the work.
Is it overnight success or is it I just got found overnight and now I'm a success? Because if somebody came to me right now and be like, oh yeah, I take off tomorrow. They'd be like, oh, he's an overnight success. Nigga, I've been doing this 20-something years. Grinding, like quietly behind the scenes. I like being behind the scenes. It's amazing to be behind the scenes.
And that's why I put out that Fiverr, because I'm back on Fiverr now, where I do a lot of freelance stuff. And a lot of like whatever I do for my channels, I'm offering those services. Is because I said I told people this. I give myself another 3 years in front of the cameras, 3 to 4 years. And then I'm a surely focus on behind the scenes because I love producing. I love being behind the camera, or like I love studying the analytics of like what's working and what's not, as opposed to just being in front of the camera. Like I hear people.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I hear people all the time. They tell me you thrive on the camera. I'm like, bro, I'm getting kind of bored. Low key.
I don't like being on camera, dog. I come from radio. I'm not the camera guy. I got the voice for radio. I'm good with that. Like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want people in my shit. I like the shadows.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like hyping up and that's my goal too. Is like help the next.
Right.
Generation.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy that when we go out, I garner attention, but I pass the attention off. So like if we go out, I'm also the one. I'm the wingman. If we go out, you be like, "Oh man, she bad. I'm finna go talk to her."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, excuse me, Sugarfoot. No, it's not for me. I came over here. It's like the warm up act because my man is finna come talk to you. But I just want to check the temperature over here first. You ain't got to do that for him. No, I ain't doing that for him because one, I came out with 8 dudes and I really didn't want to be around none of them. Y'all fine. I came over here. I've been smelling I've been smelling dude all night. I've been dudes all night. I need the effervescence of woman, and boom, and that's how they be. They start laughing. But now let me get my man over here. Hey Johnny, Sugarfoot. I'm sorry, I didn't even get your name. What's your name? Cool. Johnny, this is Cynthia. Cynthia got pretty teeth. All her teeth are there. Her edges are laid. Boy, bro, you was right. She was fine in a motherfucker. I just had to come talk to you, man. Talk to Johnny. He need a woman like you in his life, and will spin the fuck off. She laughing, you laughing, boom. Now all you got to do is not fuck it up.
Nah, fuck it up.
And they know I'm not coming over there for them because I'm wearing my wedding ring.
Right.
Non-threat.
Some niggas do be on that fuck chick. So you gotta double take sometimes. You gotta reiterate.
True.
But
I got on sweats. I got on sweats. I come to the club like I didn't want to be here. And then I found out that's the style. And I'm like, shit.
And don't fuck around and have gray pants. You like, well, fuck.
I can only wear my gray pants when my wife is around.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, because I be wearing my gray pants and I be like, and they be catching me they always catch me at the wrong time. I'm like, shit.
My thing when I want to feel cute, I get dressed up, which is not really dressed up. It's just sweats, my nicer sweats, a good pair of drawers, and I go to grocery stores and shop and get hit on by the old ladies.
Oh yeah, they'll pay for your dinner and your groceries.
Telling you,
That'd be the best kind.
I'm looking for a sugar mama that don't want no sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I need all the Splendor mamas, the sugar-free mamas. Where y'all at? The ones that just want some company. My wife said I can be loaned out for the right price as long as nothing sexual happens. If you want me to clean gutters and biker shorts, I'm there. If you need me to change light bulbs in the house, I'm there. As long as you putting $200 to $300 in my back pocket, we good, Sugarfoot. You know what I'm saying? Miss Jones, Miss Ethel, Grace Ann, whichever one of y'all, Mary Beth, don't matter. Look here, we don't discriminate as long as you can make the Cash App go down. We are not afraid of the pay-to-play system as long as you pay well.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna use that.
Dog, I'm telling you.
What you say? You said not afraid. You say you can do whatever you want as long as the Cash App go ding.
Yeah, as long as it go dang.
My nigga, you need to make that into a shirt. You can say whatever you want, just as long as you make the Cash App go ding.
That'll go dang, cause look here. I even thought about being a professional cuddler, and then I realized I don't like to cuddle.
Yeah.
But if you gonna pay me, I might think about it.
Professional cuddlers, I think it's another one. You got the cuddles, you got the massages. What else they got? I feel like
I'm starting a program for Valentine's Day too. You can rent my niggas. A lot of my single niggas, you can rent them as boyfriends to go. We have packages. There will be no kissing involved unless you pay for that package. Please hit my Twitter or my TikTok, Sucio Sloan 217, to see the rates and the gentlemen. We do have them in all cities, major cities. The major cities are Dallas, Atlanta, Miami, New York, Chicago, Vegas, and LA. So, ladies, if y'all need boyfriends in those cities, let me know. I don't know if Josh want to get down, but Josh, he travels well. So, look here,
listen.
If you want to do something extra, you have to pay them directly.
Mm-hmm.
Can't pay me because that's prostitution.
Yes, and we don't sex trafficking here like Vince McMahon.
No, ma'am. That we only take donations given directly to the gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
That's for a tip if they give you a tip, or if you want some tip.
At this point, I'm gonna do it.
Look, if I was single, I would be. I'm
gonna do it. I'm a tatted individual. I work out often.
See,
got a 6-pack
selling
on
points.
a good day, 4-pack on a bad day.
I got a keg.
I'm not the tallest in the room, but I got a big personality to make up for it.
I'm rich on personality. That was my favorite Prince song.
But I don't do strange things for some change, but I do make it holler for a whole lot of dollars.
There it is. So, yeah. As my boy would say, And there it is. You can take it or leave it, Sugarfoot.
There you go. There you go, man. And each soap separately, batteries not included.
Right. Right. You got to pay for me, the meal. I'm the prize.
I'm the prize.
I'm the prize.
You gotta pay for me the meal, the hotel stay if I travel,
The gas.
the gas for the rental car that I gotta get.
And that's the crazy thing. Some of these women will pay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, at some point, y'all gotta stop thinking that y'all the prize. It's the millions.
It's the means that are the prize.
It's the millions.
Come on, what you doing?
And to that one girl that was talking about low value men don't work as a postal, high value men that ain't no postal worker. Girl, you better shut up. You don't know about government benefits. That health plan. I've been trying to get back into the post office for years.
Man,
That damn insurance plan. Boy, where else somebody making $30 an hour just to drive a car?
I need some better insurance. So best believe I'm gonna be doing that shit. So, and that's another thing. We was talking shit about Twitter. What else? Let's talk about let's talk about dating Twitter. Like, I feel like a lot of these niggas need these women and men need to get called out because I'm getting tired.
I don't know about dating Twitter.
They always come up on here. It's always a black woman or a black man that comes online with a hypothetical question that don't make a lick of sense.
Yeah. When people say stuff like that on Twitter, I just know that they ain't never been in no real relationship. Because I tell them,
no way.
Some of the stuff they say, I'm like, just dog. I just know you ain't laying up to nothing warm at night. Just because of your opinions.
Like,
I see why you single. Like, and then when I see their pictures, like they
always had that one template of pictures.
Yeah.
They always in the car taking a selfie with a thick ass beard tucked away under their chin. I always got some shit to say.
Right. I just be like, dog, you're not the guy to be saying stuff like that. You're not. It's not you. What did one of the amigos say? CAP, cap, flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Like, oh, that's cap.
That's cap.
You capping, boy. Don't play with me. You capping.
I just and some of the people you get around in public that be on these platforms like Twitter and in wrestling spaces, you get around them in person and you just be like, dog, you're not that guy to be saying that. You're not. Like,
you're
why
not
would
that
you?
Nigga.
Why?
You're not that nigga.
And I'm not the nigga to be saying.
Me either. Like, bro,
it's like you. I know definitely.
You know how the amount of pussy I'll talk myself out of. I'm real with it. At least I own it. Some of these niggas just be so delusional, and it's crazy.
I just be like, no. How dare you?
Like, I feel offended for the women.
Dog, and I seriously do sometimes, because like at one point in time, I was reading my homegirls' DMs in wrestling, like my homegirls in wrestling. I was reading their DMs in spaces.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas is extra horny
for no reason.
Like, dog, you scaring the bitches,
motherfucker. You scaring me.
Like, what made you think that since she said Cody Rhodes is a great person, you can get in her DMs and be like, oh, so you like wrestling? How about I show you some moves in your bed? Bro, shut the fuck up. You're scaring the pretty ones. And no wonder when I go to wrestling shows, women flirt with you because you don't look like one of them. You don't look like the weird dudes.
And you don't act like them either.
And you actually bathe.
Mm-hmm.
And you wear cologne. That's how they know it's a difference. Because you bathe and wore cologne. Dog, I went to AEW show, and before I turned the corner, I smelled somebody 30 feet away from me. Dog, like, my man, my guy.
Soap is your friend.
And you're probably the most misogynistic person here. Smelling like the audacity.
Audacity with a sprinkle of bullshit.
Dog, I just don't get it.
Like, y'all be like, bro, like, I literally go to these conventions. I went to one wrestling convention in Detroit. I went to WrestleCon, and the amount of wrinkled shirts where it was just looking like this because they literally slept in that shit was atrocious. I'm like, nigga, at least iron the. It's like,
at least change your shirt. Have multiple shirts.
at least take a whole bath, because I already know you don't even take a whole bath. A lot of people don't know what a whole bath is. A whole bath is you basically wash the important parts, your balls, your ass, your armpits, your neck, stuff like that.
Y'all probably don't use baby wipes.
Baby wipes, man. I already know if you smelling like that. I already know if you do take a shower, you don't even wash right.
Jesus. Fix it, God. Fix it.
So that's why it's like I rarely go to wrestling events now, because it's like 9 to 9 out of 10, if it's not y'all being weird with y'all chants, it's y'all smelling like shit.
Yeah, and if I can't go to like shows and stay, if I can stand far away from people, I'm cool. Because some shows here in New Orleans be in bars, so you can just stand in the back of the bar and be cool. Some other shows, y'all be right on top of each other, and they be smelling like they just wrestled.
Like shout out to Tien. She was in Detroit. I'm probably still butchering her name. Like I'm terrible with names, but she's a sweetheart. She was at Detroit, not Detroit, Tampa, and she was like, she got off the out the airplane, and it was somebody who was a wrestling fan. She was like, they got on the plane without a bag. I said, maybe they checked the bag, and she was like, update, there was no bag when they got into Uber. I said, what the fuck? So I know for a fact that particular person did not bathe one time that entire weekend.
Not even a book bag.
She said no book bag, no.
Maybe it was a one-way flight. Maybe they
lived. I hope so.
Oh no.
I hope so.
Because sometimes when I fly back home, I don't bring a lot of stuff, so I might have a little book bag. Because I know when I go to my parents' house or my little brother's house, I got stuff left over there. Yeah, like.
Yeah, usually if I'm with my brother, I go with a duffel bag, unless I'm coming from another city and then I'm coming with a suitcase. But yeah,
I just got my little roller board and I check it most of the time because you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I always have a check bag because I'm like I'm tired.
Yeah, and I don't want to drag it through unless I got a short connection. If I got a short connection with like 30 minutes, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring my bag with me. But most of the time, I just check it and then go to the private lounge and get drunk. It's easier to stumble with a book bag than it is with a suitcase, baby.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of when I went to Sacramento the end of last year, and I had a layover in LA, and this dude was drunk as shit.
That be me.
He was like stumbling all over the place. I'm like, bro, please don't fall. I'm like, please don't fall. Soon as he walked on his suitcase, that dude went face first into the floor. I'm like, shit. And I think he was supposed to get on the plane with us, but they didn't let him on the plane because I believe it was a full flight and he was supposed to sit next to me because there was nobody next to me. Everybody had somebody sitting next to them but me. So I'm pretty sure it was him. But that shit. So if I do drink, I make sure I got a limit.
I don't get shit faced, but I just be like drunk enough to go to sleep, especially if it's a long flight.
Like an 8-hour flight, like from DC to Sacramento, it was like a 7-hour flight.
I couldn't do that. No, I'm gonna need to come down. If I ain't in first class, we normally do what I call is ghetto first class.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting in the emergency exit. So because it's longer. You got a lot of leg room and stuff like that. And then if you really bold, you can just lay down on the ground. If you really just out here bad. But yeah, I gotta land. I can't be up there that long. Like 3-4 hours is too long for me.
So would you be able to fly to like Japan?
Yeah, they got drugs, right? They got drugs to make you sleep most of the flight.
Yeah, you probably have to take it, but I don't think they'll let certain drugs in the country.
Oh yeah, I'm not risking it. I'd be a miserable person enjoying Japan. Soon as I land, where the weed at, dog?
Oh, we can't do weed here. Well, fuck, I'm in the wrong country.
Well, to Jamaica I go. I've been needing to see my godmother for years now. Let me go ahead and go. Because my brother went for his wedding. He said when he landed, some dude tried to sell him an ounce of weed for $10.
That's it.
That nigga said he was rolling blunts and just taking 2-3 hits and throwing them in the ocean. I was like, nigga, you are weird. I would have been smoking all that shit.
So he was taking the hit and then just throwing it in the ocean.
Just throwing it in the ocean.
That's just wasting weed, bro.
He had to waste it. I would have wasted this shit in my lungs. I ain't.
Exactly. Nigga, waste it in your inside of you. Like, dude, come on now.
Right. That's why I'm always interested in finding out what wrestlers smoke.
Or at least the strain. Like, yeah.
Those the wrestlers I want to hang out with. Who trying to get high?
That's why I be trying to like see like what after party they be got for like after these like SummerSlam or WrestleMania events.
Yeah.
So that's why I told my boy, I told Dwayne, I was like, bro, when we go to Philly, let's catch a flight out like that afternoon, that night after the event. So that way we can stay out and go to these after parties.
Yeah, I was until I bought a one way. I'm trying to figure out when I'm coming back now.
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna stay for Mania. I was just gonna be there for Wale Mania, fly in Wednesday, and probably leave Sunday, and leave Sunday in enough time to be at my house to watch night 2.
So first thing, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm out of there. Fuck is you talking about?
Shit.
Or first thing Monday morning, first thing smoking out of Philly, I'm gone. You're not staying for the Raw after Mania for what?
No.
I'm not buying that ticket.
I can watch it on TV.
You foreigners can have that Raw. I'm good.
Oh yeah, because people do be flying in and out from
overseas for that.
Yeah,
they come for that.
They come for that. So
I'm cool. Y'all can have it. I could be at home smoking a blunt, watching that on Spaces, talking to my niggas about the dumb shit that just happened that weekend. Because if you don't go to WrestleMania and you got like a wrestling crew and they go to these shows, you're bored the entire time that they're gone. Because last year at WrestleMania, I was like, damn, I ain't even got no niggas to talk to right now. They all at Mania. It's gonna be
I feel like that's why I try to make a that's why I try to make friends that watch wrestling, but they know how to have a good time outside of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they be like, okay, we'll peep it, but if it's boring, we got something else going on. So that's my goal. That's always been my goal, because it's like if wrestling is that type of thing that's all you talk about, kudos to you, but it's just not my type of party. Like I have a cutoff date. I turn Wrestle Talk on, like my wrestling talk starts when the show starts, maybe a little bit afterwards because I have thoughts, but after a while I got to turn that shit off. I got to talk about something else. That's why we incorporated football talk into this podcast, because I'm like, hey, we got to talk about something else. I'm sorry, I know y'all here to hear me talk about wrestling, but I'm finna talk about something else.
Right.
And so far we've been getting good positive reviews on that, because they love the way we talk about it. Like we just vent basically.
It's like, hey big dog, I can't talk about dudes in tights grabbing each other all day, dog. This, as Seahawk would say, how about you go get you some bitches? Just go get you some bitches, big dog. Like, do something. Like, go outside, touch sand, go do something.
Go lift a dumbbell. I got 2 in the back. When I'm done with these recordings, I literally go pump some iron real quick just to
as soon as we're done, I'm finna go stretch and get on the Peloton.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do something. Shit.
And then I'm finna be useless for the rest of the day, because I gotta see if I can take Josh Allen to the Super Bowl now.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Super Bowl, because we're gonna talk about it on the main show. We definitely gonna get you on the main show.
I'm with it.
Who do you got winning the Super Bowl this year?
That .5er Pat Mahomes.
You think they going back to back?
Back to back like Drake. I don't bet against 2 people. That handsome, charming son of a bitch, Thomas Bernard Brady. I don't even know if Bernard is his middle name, but
it is now.
It is now. And that .5er in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, I don't bet against them 2. If Brady comes back from 28-3, I don't bet against that man. I watched Patrick Mahomes score a touchdown in 13 seconds to go to the Super Bowl. Man, stop playing with me. I'm not betting against him. I don't care if you go get Ku Klux Klan Bosa's, Chase, you got Deebo Samuels, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, Ayuk, Kittles. I still am not going against Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid and Taylor fucking Swift. No, I'm done. Once Taylor got involved, I knew they was winning.
Oh yeah, once they started doing the water rafter dance, I already knew because they ain't no swag and surf. That was water rafter.
That was the swagless surfing I've ever witnessed.
That's what I'm saying. That was the white water rafting, brother.
Dumbass Jackson Mahomes up there. Jackson is a disgrace to the family. You know how they be like the villain and the real villain?
Mm-hmm.
The villain of the family is dad, but the real villain is fucking Jackson. What does he do? Besides enjoy stuff that Vince McMahon enjoys. Like, dog, why are you here?
Why are you here? What is your
Go
purpose?
find your dad. Where's your daddy at? Your daddy is the most entertaining person in y'all family. Because he be smoking. By the time that I like watching him in the beginning of the game, like in the pregame and then the post game. Because in the post game, he be fucked up. We smoking on that special blend, that Lamar pack. I fell out. That man is hilarious. He is hilarious. He's everything Lamar Ball wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy them. I enjoy the Kelseys, like the Kelsey brothers. I watch they pod. I love Jason Kelsey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to hang out with Jason Kelsey. I don't really drink beer, but I drink beer with that man.
If I say you and my brother loves beer. If he don't drink nothing else, he drink a beer. He takes shots, but he like I need a Heineken.
No,
He a war vet, so that makes sense.
depends on where we at. It's
As soon as I saw him drink a Heineken, I'm like, yeah, you're a war vet, so you obsessing with beer makes sense. And he probably gonna whoop my ass for saying this, but it is what it is.
beer just makes me feel full.
I used to drink tequila like it was apple juice, and I used to drink beer like it was orange juice, like it was just going down.
Tequila, Sprite, and a splash of pineapple. That's the Sloan Kettering. Tastes amazing. It sneak up on you. By like the fourth one, you like, hey.
But before we get up out here, what's your go-to game, video game? Because you say you play video games on the side. What's your go-to?
For a while, it was Madden. I mean, not Madden. It was Call of Duty because I got pretty good online to where I was getting like 60, 70 kills in a game. Then the new one came out, and I really ain't been playing that. So right now, my go-to game is it was Hogwarts.
I still haven't played that. I gotta play that.
It was good. That was a good game. But you'll find me coming back to the Division 2.
Okay.
Because I have it on Xbox and PS4. And some of the homies just got it on PS4, and now we just be 8-9 deep mobbing, just going through boards for. I think one dude went from like a level 12 to a level 23 in like 4 hours with us.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good time, man. People are like, you should stream. I'm like, can I smoke?
Yeah, you know, sometimes they be tripping on that shit where you be smoking on the air. So it's like
TikTok won't let you smoke. I'm like, damn, dog, that's my brand.
Literally, I'm a weed head.
What am I supposed to do now?
But it's like I'm barely home every time I load up my PS4, it'd be like update. I'm like, God damn.
I'm getting to the point where I know if I'm leaving the house for a week, I'm bringing my PS4.
I'd be like, well, goddamn, now I gotta wait a whole 30 minutes to an hour just for it to update. I'm like, well, shit, I can't play.
It's coming with me. All my games are saved on my hard drive, my wireless hard drive, because I got a external hard drive that I just got for the computer, and I just plug it up to my PS4, and everything's saved on there.
Oh, dope. Yeah, because I'm trying to. I'm gonna get a PS5, but I'm gonna wait till I upgrade my TV because my TV is still 1080p.
So that's the thing. I ain't ate enough ass to get a PS5. I think I gotta eat a little more ass from my wife to get a PS5, and maybe it might happen after we get her. We went out of town, went to her friend's house, and they got an 85-inch flat screen in their basement. And we just bought a TV. We caught a smooth little deal on Black Friday. Got a little 55-inch for like $180. And she was like, we went to my boy crib, and the TV was big as shit and beautiful. He was like, yeah, I got a deal on them. If y'all want one, let me know. My wife was like, yes. we need a bigger TV. I was like, we just bought a TV. She was like, but we need a bigger TV. You can put this TV in the guest room upstairs. And I was like, first of all, the TV in the living room is going right to the kitchen table. And that's going to be my new video game TV. What do you mean? The TV that's my current video game TV is going in that little room.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
She was like, well, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. So now we finna get another TV.
Because this TV is going to likely go into the kitchen.
We got an open floor plan.
So. That's what I'm saying, me too. So that's what I'm saying. This is going to go in the kitchen. It's probably like a 35, 25 TV, but it's clear. Give me a bigger TV. I might mount that shit right here.
I hate mountain stuff.
It's like I might because all I gotta do is move my board over a little bit and just mount that bitch right there. It's just an open wall, so just mount that bitch right there, and then mount like a little shelf right over and put my game system right there, and boom.
Yeah,
just condense that bitch because everything's wireless anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and condense it.
When we get serious about it, my wife said I can have my own game room, so we'll go from there. We'll see about it then, because I got a little closet downstairs that I don't mind being in. I could put a fan in there in the summer, put a heater in there in the winter,
and just go ball.
Just sit out there. I can record. I can play the game, smoke at the same time. And then that's when I would get into doing streaming and stuff. But right now, don't nobody want to see no middle-aged man cussing out kids on the internet. Because I'm vicious. I am vicious in Call of Duty. Because them kids get to talking. I'm like, that's why your mom got an OnlyFans that's got a discount. And that's exactly what happens. Silence. And then you'll hear some grown dude dying laughing in the background, like, yo, you bogus. Why you tell that kid that? I play no games when I come in there to humiliate people. But it will be in spaces, and I'll be playing the game, and people be like, dog, you should stream. And I'll be like, no, cool. You got to put a face to the dude that just told a 9-year-old that your mom out here busting it wide open for a discount.
Or your mom busting it wide open on that free OnlyFans where she busting it for free.
Boy. Like, ask your mom about Snapchat. Your mom was a Snapchat queen before you came along. Now she want to be responsible. Nigga, all that niggas had to do was sign up to see your mama naked.
And your mom out here foreplaying with an anonymous individual.
Not anonymous. That's Mr. Jerome. You know who he is. That's Uncle Jerome. Uncle Ted be there next week. Uncle Dartavius the week after that. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, at some point, you're gonna have to come to realize your mama was a busser at some point.
She busted wide.
Fucked up. That's a beautiful way to bring that to a close.
I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to say. Like, all I can really say is,
try Dr. Down.
I'm sorry.
Drink y'all some Luke Belaire champagne. I'm a pusher. Shout out to 710 Labs, Grow Gang Inc., Sexual Chocolate Factory, Jail Blasters. Shit. Yeah, nigga, that's 5 multi-million-dollar companies that like your boy.
Mm-hmm. Where else can people find you on social media outside of Twitter?
TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter is all the same thing. Sucio Sloan 217. Drink water, smoke reefer, wash your ass, mind your business.
Stop scaring the hoes.
Stop scaring the hoes. Don't let them take your butt unless you want to. Let them take your butt. Wear a condom. Fat women love you the best.
This is true.
Don't eat yellow snow. If it's too good to be true, it's not good. And crying on camera is stupid.
Yeah.
I bid y'all adieu.
And yeah, that being said, you can follow yours truly at It's Gresh on Twitter. Had to get a new app because the old app was tainted. But it's the same everywhere else. Josh Gresham ORG, Twitter, Instagram. You can support the podcast at Gresh Unleashed Pod on YouTube. Support the main crew. We definitely gonna get Sloan back here on the main show. We here live every Tuesday, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless stated otherwise. It's always a vibe. We just had Ruthless Lala on recently.
That's my sister. I had to go find her in New York when I was up there. Tiberius, I'm gonna fuck you up, nigga.
Big ass nigga trying to be Obafemi.
Big ass niggas with candlestick legs.
You a strong crackhead.
Right, just up top strong. You jail swole, nigga.
I want you, and I need you.
I'm gonna beat his ass. That nigga lip hang over his whole chin. You can tell he used to suck his. You can tell he used to suck his thumb as a baby.
Man, we gonna get up out of here. But yeah, we definitely gonna bring him back. Make sure you guys support the show. Support him, man, because he's up next. He is up next. He don't believe it, but hey, man,
I believe it most days. It's just I be too high to like get excited about it.
But yo, man, make sure you keep it locked here. Make sure you keep it locked on Sucio Boys. Make sure you check out all of them. Jermaine, check out Keys, check out all of them, bro. They are
Marty, 7-time Grammy nominated songwriter. Ahan,
we definitely gonna get all the motherfuckers on here.
Dope ass designer who's putting out dope jerseys with paint. Of course, Drelax, the man that brother, he can finesse his way into anything. And the squad just goes, man. All my guys, we go hunt and bring back food to the table so we all can eat.
Facts. And with that being said, make sure you guys keep it locked on and really keep it true to yourself out here in these streets. Because it's like, bro, like he said, stop scaring people, stop being weird. Just be yourself, be true to yourself, and just be humble. In the words of Mama Gresh, stay true to yourself and you won't be alone forever. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets and remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Y'all be breezy.